Hello and welcome back for the second episode of this HTML tutorial series. In this episode, we are going to discuss about browsers and what features they offer us for web development. First, we should know the definition of a browser. A web browser is a software which gets the web pages made up of HTML from a server on the internet or on the computer. The browser processes these web pages and displays the content as described by the HTML document. A browser can display text, image, video, and even audio content. Almost every device that can connect to the internet comes with a browser pre-installed. Many people tend to download and install other browsers like Chrome or Firefox. Browsers are generally used for viewing web pages, but they do have other tools that can be useful for web development. If you already have a preferred browser, there's nothing wrong in using that browser for developing web pages. However, if you are making a website, chances are that you want to make that website available to as many people as possible. In this case, after you have made your website, you should test your website in many browsers as possible. For desktops or laptop computers, there are 5 browsers you should consider. The first browser you should consider installing is Chrome. Google Chrome is actually the most installed browser on the internet. Almost more than 60% of people use Chrome for their daily internet usage. One of the reasons Chrome is so popular because it is free and available on all major platforms like Windows, Linux, and macOS. Chrome is a standards compliant browser. What this means is that whenever there are new features added to HTML or any other language, Chrome is usually the first browser to add those features into the browser. Another popular browser is Mozilla Firefox. Just like Chrome, Firefox is also available for free and for all platforms such as macOS, Linux, and Windows. Firefox has tons of features for both regular users as well as developers. It is the second most widely used browser across the internet. Another browser you should consider installing is Opera. Opera is similar to Google Chrome and Mozilla Firefox. It has tons of features both for regular users as well as developers. It is also available for all major platforms and is available for free. These are the browsers you should download and install for testing your web pages. There are 2 more major browsers that are used by many people. The first one is Microsoft Edge. Microsoft Edge comes pre-installed on all new Windows 10 devices. Many people don't bother downloading and installing other browsers. They just use the browsers available on their systems. Another popular browser that comes pre-installed in Apple computers is Safari. Similar to how Windows computers come pre-installed with Microsoft Edge, Apple computers come pre-installed with Safari. Even if you don't personally use these browsers, you should make sure your websites work on these browsers. Many people are still stuck with these browsers. Besides desktops and laptops, web pages are also widely viewed on mobile devices. Unlike desktops and laptops, there are hundreds of browsers that are used by millions of people. There is no way you can download and test your web pages on all these browsers. All the major desktop browsers also have their mobile versions. Google Chrome, Firefox, Opera, Edge, and Safari all have their own mobile versions. There are also mobile specific browsers like UC, UC Mini, Dolphin, Puffin, and so on. Just to be safe, you should test your websites not only on desktop browsers but also on mobile browsers in your smartphone. More people are accessing the internet through their mobile devices. So as a developer, you should ensure that they have a pleasant experience with your website. If you don't know how to download and install these browsers, that's fine. We already have some installation tutorials for you. You can check those lessons out in the description below. In the next lesson, you will be learning about some important HTML concepts like elements and tags. If you want to watch the rest of the videos, consider subscribing to our channel. If you thought this lesson was helpful, then show some support by liking this video. If you have any feedback or questions, leave them in the comment section below.